Hey guys, and welcome to the battle phase. In today's video, we're taking a look at the Superheavy Plant deck. And shouldn't the title trick you, the Super Heavies are there only for consistency and hand trap protection. The true stars of the show today are going to be plants. This is going to be a plant combo, so let us jump into it. This is a one-card plant combo that only needs the one single copy of Lone Fire Blossom in order to perform the combo. Now obviously this deck is a lot more consistent than that. You can open any 3 Lone Fire Blossoms, you can open any 3 of the Predaplant Orphis Scorpio, you can also open any of the Evil Thorns, in that case you need another extender, or you can open either any of the Superheavy Samurai engines, so the Wakaushi or the Motorbike. Those cards also search you the Orphis Scorpio that is needed for the combo. So many ways to get to this one card combo, very consistent, and now we're going to show you what this one card plant combo is capable of achieving. So let's get into it. If you like these interesting combo videos, do not forget to subscribe. So starting off, we're going to normal summon our Lone Fire Blossom, activate its effect, tribute a plant, so we're going to tribute the Lone Fire Blossom to special a plant from deck. We are going to special summon our Predaplant Orphis Scorpio. Use its effect. In this case, we need to discard a monster card from our hand. The deck is built in a way that we almost always have one, so this is not going to be a problem, but it is, you have to mind that you need a monster card in hand as well as the one card starter. Okay, so we discard the monster card and Orphis Scorpio triggers and summons our Predaplant Darling Cobra straight from the deck, and that Darling Cobra's effect adds as instant fusion from deck to hand. Okay, at this point we are going to go link 2. We're going to link away with our both Predaplants. For a link 2 we used 2 plant monsters, so we summon our Rosemary Jasmine, our main plant combo maker. At that point we're going to activate now instant fusion, pay that 1000 life points, and summon the Predaplant Ambu. And here it is very important that we summon it into a zone Jasmine points to, so we can use her effect. Ambu's effect triggers here, and he will search us a Predaplant spell or trap. And here we're going to add to our hand the Predaplanning, so the Predaplant equip spell. Going to add it to our hand, and then use Jasmine's effect, tributing a monster it points to, in this case our Ambu, in order to summon a plant from deck. In this case we are going to summon our Mardel, Generator Boss of Light. Use Mardel's effect to search for any plant monster. And that plant monster is going to be the Therion Lily Borea to our hand. We're going to activate Therion Lily Borea immediately, special summoning by equipping it with a plant from our graveyard. In this case, it's going to be the Orphis Scorpio. And then we're going to immediately use the Lily Borea's effect again, send the equipped Orphis Scorpio to grave to search for a Therion spell or trap. In this case, it's going to be Therion This Colosseum. We can immediately activate the Therion This Colosseum into our field zone in order to search as the Therion King Regulus from deck to hand. Okay, at this point we're going to use the Therion Lily Borea and the Rosemary Jasmine, so we're going to use a link 2 here in order to summon Cross Sheep from our extra deck. Okay, so summon our Cross Sheep, and now comes the time for our Predaplanning to shine. So we're going to activate Predaplanning. We can target one Predaplant monster in our graveyard and special summon it. And the card we're going to target is obviously going to be our Predaplant Fusion. So we're going to special summon it from the graveyard. It is very important that we summon it into a zone Cross Sheep points to, because then we can trigger Cross Sheep's effect and special the Lone Fire Blossom here from the graveyard. Okay. At this point, we're already at the part of doing our end board. Now it is very important here that we actually use Ambu's effect, because Lone Fire Blossom tributes a plant to special a plant from deck. And we would like to get rid of the Cross Sheep, but Cross Sheep is not a plant, so Lone Fire can tribute it. Well, we do use Ambu's second effect. We tribute the Cross Sheep, so a monster on the field, to special a Predaplant from deck. We can special summon a Orphis Scorpion, but it really doesn't matter. And now that's a plant that Lone Fire Blossom can tribute in order to activate its effect to special a plant from deck, and we're going to special summon the Spore. Okay, now we have a level 1 tuner and a level 9 non-tuner, so these two can combine to synchro summon our Baron de Fleur. Okay. Now we are going to activate Spore's effect in the graveyard. We're going to be able to banish a plant, so we're going to banish the Orpheus Scorpio here, and now Spore special summons back to the field, but adds the level of the banished plant. So he's now a level 4, and now we have a level 4 tuner and a level 3 non-tuner, so we are actually going to make a level 7 synchro here. We're going to make Shooting Riser Dragon, and use its effect to dump from our deck to the graveyard a Mudora, the Sword Oracle. Okay, so we dump that, and now he reduces his level by Mudora's level, so now he's only a level 3. And now we have Ambu, and we have Shooting Riser, that's a level 3 tuner now, a level 5 non-tuner. We can quickly combine these two to synchro summon for a synchro 8. In this case, we are going to synchro summon our Borreload Savage Dragon here. Use its effect, this goes to Grave Zone. Use its effect, don't forget the Spore gets banished. Use its effect to equip Aroma's Mary Jasmine to Borreload Savage, who gets 2 tokens. And now we do the final part of the end board. We can special summon our Therian King Regulus from our hand by equipping the Lily Borea to it as material. Now, obviously, I did it at the end just for the demonstration purposes, but you can summon Therian King Regulus from your hand as soon as you have Lily Borea in grave in order to give it that hand trap protection from that point onward. That is the end board. So we now pass turn to our opponent. And let's see what we have. So we have a Baron de Fleur Omni Negate, we have a Borreload Savage Omni Negate, and a Therian King Regulus Omni Negate. So that means we have 3 Omnis on the field. And don't forget, we also have Mudora the Sword Oracle in the graveyard. And don't forget that it has a quick effect. You can banish it, then target up to 3 cards in any graveyards, and then shuffle them into the deck. So any interaction your opponent is going to have with his graveyard, we can just quick effect, banish the Mudora, and we can shuffle those cards back in the deck. And we can also shuffle some cards from our graveyard into the deck for follow-up. But this is what a 1-card plant starter gives you in terms of the end board. Okay, but what happens if instead of opening the Lone Fire Blossom, we open a different starter, right? For instance, the Orpheus Scorpio. We're going to quickly take a look at what if your starter is any other card than the Lone Fire Blossom. Let's see here the Orpheus Scorpion. So the combo actually proceeds normally. You normal summon the Scorpion, discard the monster in order to special summon your Darling Cobra. Then Darling Cobra does add you your instant fusion. So here everything goes as before. Then our 2 Prada plants make the Jasmine with no problem here. Make the Jasmine. Then we activate the instant fusion, pay 1,000, we summon Ambu to the zone the Jasmine points to. We activate Ambu's effect. We get the Prada running. Then we tribute the Ambu here. And here is the most important part, okay? We're going to tribute the Ambu, but the plant that we're going to summon from deck is going to be Lone Fire Blossom. Because, if you remember the previous combo, we're going to special summon Lone Fire Blossom back with Cross Sheep during the combo. But since we didn't start with the Lone Fire Blossom, but we started with Orpheus Scorpio, we don't have a Lone Fire in grave. By going through the Lone Fire here, so now we're going to tribute the Lone Fire Blossom to summon, as usual, the Mardel. Mardel is going to add us the Lily. Then we're going to be able to activate the Lily and equip a plant from graveyard, doesn't matter here. Here, we now have a Lone Fire Blossom in grave because we went through it. We combo as normally, so we're going to activate Lily Breeze effect in order to add the Discoloseum, activate Discoloseum in order to add the Regulus. Then we're going to link away the Jasmine and Borea into Cross Sheep. We're going to activate the Bread of Running here at this point. Summon back the Ambu to a zone Cross Sheep points to trigger Cross Sheep. And now we can summon back the Lone Fire from the graveyard because we do have a Lone Fire in the graveyard through the first cycle of Jasmine. That is the most important part that you have to be wary of. From here on forward, it is basically exactly the same combo as before. That nets us exactly the same end board as before. So it doesn't matter if you do not start with the simple Lone Fire Blossom. You can also achieve this combo coming from any other plant starter. Now we're going to talk about what happens if you open some of the cards that you absolutely need to special summon from the deck in your opening hand. Okay, so if you open in your starting hand any of the cards that are searchable during the combo, like the Equip spell, like the Instant Fusion, like the Regulus, like the Colosseum, like the Lily Borea. All of this is no problem at all. Yeah, it sucks because this replaces any other card in your hand, so you generally go -1, but the combo is still perfect. You just use these cards from your hand as if you've searched them. The main problem becomes when you open cards that you have to special summon from the deck, like Spore and like Mardel. These two are bigger problems, but the combo is constructed in a way that also opening any of these two in your opening hand is going to net you a variation of the full combo. And I'm going to show that right now. So we're going to take a look at what if you open a Mardel with one of your 1-card starters, like Lone Fire Blossom. So let's get into it. You're going to normal the Lone Fire Blossom, use its effect to tribute it to summon the Orpheus Scorpio here. For the cost of Orpheus Scorpio, you're going to discard Mardel. So this is actually not such a big deal because you anyway have to discard a monster for Orpheus Scorpio. So you generally just might as well you discard a brick that you opened. Okay. Then this summons the Darling Cobra from the deck. The Darling Cobra then searches us the instant fusion here. We then go the Link 2 here, as we know before, into our Aromaspheric Jasmine. So this goes as usual. We activate instant fusion, pay the 1,000, summon the Ambu to the zone Jasmine points to. Activate Ambu's effect in order to add the equip spell to our hand. Just blitzing through this. Then use Jasmine effect, tribute the Ambu. Here we're going to summon the Lone Fire Blossom from our deck here. Activate Lone Fire Blossom, tribute it to special summon another plant, and here we would summon Mardel, but we can't because we opened it, discarded it, so we have to special summon the Spore. Okay, it's important. We summon the Spore. Now we use Spore and Jasmine as link materials here to make cross shape. Here's the line. Here the line varies a little bit. We activate the Prada Prunning in order to summon from our graveyard the Ambu into the zone cross shape points to. Now cross shape summons a monster from the graveyard, and this time it is going to be Mardel that we pitched previously. So this summons Mardel, and now Mardel activates its effect in order to search a plant. We search for Lily Borea. We activate Lily Borea's effect, special summoning, by equipping a plant from the grave here. We can go Darling Cobra here. Then we send the Darling Cobra to the grave in order to search the Disc Colosseum here. We then activate the Disc Colosseum as before, searching the Regulus. Okay, this is all great as before, and now we're gonna try to establish our end board from here. So continuing on from here, we are going to, as always, use the effect of Ambu to tribute the cross sheep here because we don't need it, to summon from our deck a Preda plant. This can be anything we want. We're just gonna go for Orpheus Scorpio here, and then use the Spore that we have in the graveyard. We're gonna banish a level 3 here in order to special summon him back as a level 4. Now we're gonna go level 3 non-tuner and a level 4 tuner, and we're gonna summon our Riser. Okay, so we summon our Riser here. We use our Riser's effect to send the Mudora, as always, netting us another interruption. He's now a level 3, so we have a level 5 and a level 3. We're actually synchroning these two together in order to make our Borreload Savage. We're going to activate our Borreload Savage effect by equipping our Jasmine to it, like that. And now we just have 2 more monsters that we can't do much with them, so we're just going to link 2 them away into a IP Masquerena in the extra monster zone here. Last thing that we have to do, this is the grave, is summon our Regulus, equipping it with the Lily Borea from the graveyard. There we go. So you open the brick, but you still ended on 4 interruptions: a Borreload Savage Omni Negate, a King Therian Regulus Omni Negate, a IP Masquerena interruption, and you still have, don't forget, the Mudora the Sword Oracle in graveyard to shuffle 3 cards from our opponent's graveyard back. So that's what if you open 1 brick. Let's take a look at what happens if you open the other brick, that is Spore. So here we have a hand of opening Lone Fire Blossom and the Spore. So let's see how this goes. As before, we summon the Lone Fire Blossom, tribute the Lone Fire Blossom. So this is all exactly the same as before. Get the Orpheus Scorpion. Now discard the Spore from our hand to summon the Darling Cobra. Darling Cobra adds us the instant fusion. Now we go Link 2 as always. So this part is exactly the same. We go Jasmine. We activate the instant fusion. We go Ambu to a zone it points to. We now activate Ambu in order to search as the Preda Prunning. Now we tribute the Ambu in order to summon a plant. We're gonna go through a Lone Fire Blossom, summon the Lone Fire Blossom, tribute the Lone Fire Blossom. We're gonna go into Mardel. Mardel effect to search as a plant. We are going to search that Lily Borea. We can then go ahead, activate the Lily Borea here. activate Lily board here, equipping it with the plant as before, just like that. Now we can send that plant to the graveyard in order to search as this Colosseum. We can activate this Colosseum, searching as the Regulus. Then we can link away the Jasmine and the Borea, like that, in order to make the cross sheep. At this point, we're gonna activate the Prada Running from our hand, summoning Ambu into the zone that cross sheep points to. That triggers and summons us back the Lone Fire Blossom. Now, this Lone Fire Blossom does not have to go into Spore because Spore is already in graveyard. So it can be anything else we want, and that is exactly what we're gonna see in this combo. So now we're gonna activate Ambu's effect to get rid of Cross Sheep as before, to summon any other Platyplant from the deck. It doesn't matter as long as it's a level 3. And now we are going to establish our end board from here. So moving from here requires a little bit of a different setup. We're now going to use the Spore's effect in the graveyard. By banishing a level 3 here, we can summon him back as a level 4 tuner. And then immediately go a 4 tuner and a 3 non-tuner into our Riser. Summon our Riser, we use Riser's effect, sending Mudora. So there's our interruption. Now that's a level 3 tuner, so we can go 5 and 3, and we're gonna make our Borderlord Savage. Straight up from that, there is the Borderlord Savage. Equip to it the Jasmine. There we go. Now we can go Lone Fire Blossom, and we're gonna tribute the Lone Fire Blossom here in order to summon this time a Evil Thorn. Okay. Now, Evil Thorn reads that you can tribute this card, inflict 3,000 damage to your opponent, and then you can special summon 2 Evil Thorns from your deck in face-up attack position. So we're gonna do exactly that here, tribute the Evil Thorn here, and then special summon 2 Evil Thorns from our deck. So 1 and 2 Evil Thorns from our deck. You can only do this line if you didn't open Evil Thorn as a starter. But obviously the line is different, you just get another monster here, you're gonna have one less body on the field, but that's no problem. Because now what we can do is we can just link off, for instance, Mardel and one of our Evil Thorns, or Mardel has more attacks, so we rather just link off both of our Evil Thorns here, in order to summon that IP Masquerena. And then we also activate the King Regulus's effect, we summon him up, and we equip him with the Jasmine. No, not Jasmine, the Lily, yeah. There we go, with the Lily. So even though we opened another brick, what do we have? We have a IP Masquerena that has a Mardel to link with into SP Little Knight or Unicorn or whatever. We have Regulus Omni-Negate, Borderlord Omni-Negate, and don't forget, we do have the Mudora engraved, right? So Mudora also has a quick effect shuffle to our opponent's field off of only one card. So this combo, as you can see, very resilient. I mean, resilient in a way that running engine requirements in the deck doesn't bother it if you open them in your open hand. So it's a 1-card combo, and anything you open in your opening hand except the Predaplant Darling Cobra, you can still full combo into 4 interruptions. And that's what I really like about this deck. If you want to check the deck profile, it will be in the description below, because we also incorporate a Superheavy Samurai that searches us more starters, protects us from hand traps, and does some Ricka shenanigans. Do check the deck profile, it's explained there. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, hope you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.